Hey guys, it's me, Richard here. And do you guys think that the Flutter is dead already? I see a lot of these information on the internet. People are finding really difficult to find a job with the Flutter, and they think that the Flutter is going not going anywhere, and they are having a hard time, especially the new devs who is trying to learn the Flutter and trying to find some job on it. And they're finding really difficult to get used with the Flutter because they don't find any opportunity. There are really less opportunity, and even if you go and find some jobs in the LinkedIn and search for the new jobs regarding the Flutter on the LinkedIn, you'll find very less jobs. You don't find much jobs related to the Flutter, maybe a few jobs, and most of them are on the native. So if you see that the Android developers and the iOS developers, and I guess even the React Native developers are in demand more than the Flutter. So this is quite sad, and people are finding really difficult to get a new job, especially the new grades and new developer who are trying to learn the Flutter and trying to find some jobs on it, and they think that it's not going anywhere and it's not getting any good benefit out of it. So what do you guys think about it? Do you think that Flutter is dead before going into the mainstream? No. Flutter is very popular among the developers. If you are creating a mobile application, the Flutter is the everybody is talking about the Flutter. Twitter, you see a lot of the people are talking about the Flutter, and everywhere is Flutter. But popular among the developer doesn't mean that it's really popular among the business cases. Is the who drive the use of this Flutter application are the businesses that's going to use it, like the big companies, like the bank, finance sector, crypto sector. So these are the companies that who is going to give a boost to the new jobs on the Flutter stack. If this company are not going to use this particular the framework, and they are not going to open any job opportunities on it, so it will be really difficult for any job hunter or the new devs to find jobs on the Flutter. If you search on the LinkedIn, there are quite few jobs. Most of them are on the native Android, and you can find the iOS, even the React Native jobs. You will find much more than the compared to the Flutter. Why this is so? You get confused, or maybe you think that the Flutter is dead already. So what do I think about it? I am since working with the Flutter around 2 years already, and I have worked with the native side on the Android. So what do I think about it? Do I think that the Flutter is dead already? No. So for me, I don't think the Flutter is dead. No, it haven't gone into the mainstream till yet. The developers are talking a lot about it. There is a lot of hype in the developer community, but in the job market, you will not find that one. There is no new jobs coming out of the Flutter. So I don't think the Flutter is dead. I just think that it hasn't gone to the mainstream till yet. It will change in the future. In the future, you will find a lot more jobs on the Flutter, and then compared to the React Native, or people who are now currently doing the native, they may change their mind, and they may switch it to the Flutter, because Flutter is a great framework. And I have been using it for the 2 years, and we have built quite a few applications, and the customer loves it. Your client loves it, because you can create the iOS and the Android at the same time, and performance is great, security is great, and client are saving a lot of money out of it. But you still need some big companies to adopt it. Even today, if some companies like the bank, let's say a big bank, or the telecom company, or the, let's say, crypto company, they want to build an application, a new application. And if you propose them with the Flutter as a stack, they are going to hesitate, and they will ask you why they choose the Flutter, why not um, the native, and do you think that it will work, so they have a lot of the question in their mind, so they don't prefer to choose the Flutter as their main stack. A lot of the companies that are trying to build their current application, they are still choosing the native. They are still going for um, the Android, Java, or the Kotlin. They are not giving a preference to the Flutter. So this is the main case, that there is no uh, or the less job regarding the Flutter, and people are still not confident, or people, not the people, I don't mean that the developers are don't have a confidence on the Flutter. We have, your developers have the confidence on the Flutter. It can do a lot of things, but it's not about the developer community. It's about the businesses, fintech companies, banks, and the financial corporation, and crypto, and all of those big companies that doesn't trust the Flutter till now. I had recently had a contact with the banks and the some other companies. They like the telecom, they still hesitate to build the application using the Flutter. They have a lot of the um doubts on it, whether it can be give you the performance, give you the security, can it handle all of these logics. So they are still not confident on having the Flutter as their main stack for the mobile application. So this is the main point that we need to look into currently. I guess in the future that we will have much more jobs regarding the Flutter, and I guess it will be much more popular compared to the React Native, or even the native application. So I think it's Flutter is not dead. It's still haven't gone into the mainstream, and people are. It's not about just the developer. It's about the businesses that's going to build the application. They need to trust it first. They need to have confidence on this stack that is going to work. And yeah, so if these companies are not going to use it, if they are not going to build the application using this Flutter, then you will have hard time finding a job. It's not about the developer who is trying to learn this framework and trying to get a new job about it, and trying to do something good about it, but it's about the business cases. And if the businesses that's going to build the application is not going to use it, then you will not find any job on it. So it's just about the businesses that's still not trusting on the Flutter to be their main stack. Even I had contact with the one of the companies that they are building the doing the services on the mobile development, and they still think that the Flutter is like quite new, and they think that it's going to build a simple application. You cannot use it for the complex application, and they still prefer like the native, or the KVM, or the Kotlin multi-platform, and all of those stuff. They trust on it because it has been there for a long time, and you have a lot of the application that are built on top of it, so which gives them a first priority to build an application using all of this stack. But if the companies tomorrow is going to start using Flutter, maybe more companies like the big tech companies, and the financial corporation companies, and the banking sector, all of those, if companies start to using the Flutter, obviously you will have new jobs over here. but it may take quite some time, so don't get disappointed. Flutter is not dead, and it's still there. It haven't gone to a mainstream, and you will have a much more opportunity on the coming up. Maybe it will take some time, but I guess another few years to go, to be on the mainstream. If the big companies are going to start using it, then we'll have much more easier finding the jobs on the Flutter. But currently, it's really sad to see that we don't have much jobs on the Flutter, and that's because the businesses that's going to build the application still don't have much trust on it. They still find difficult to see that a Flutter can do all of these their requirement. It can handle. So I guess, keep updated. Keep update yourself. Just learn the things. Don't give up. Flutter is not going anywhere. It's not dead. So see you guys on the next video. Till then, have a great day.